Yo, what's up guys? You're not going to want to miss this video. This video is questioning if Arturas has full control over our organization, and also about our assistant coach Chris Fleming, and also about Otto Porter Jr.'s contract. And I talked about this a little bit in my last video, but there's been a lot of rumors about just the NBA, pretty much the NBA teams and like just everyone watching the Bulls head coach situation and Arturas, because, you know, many NBA teams known, you know, our old players and our current players didn't like Garpax, they didn't trust him. You know, our organization, there's always some drama, you know, with our owners, even back all the way back to the Michael Jordan days. There's always been drama with our owners and players. There's like never been trust, and it's just been a mess, and everyone has known that. And a lot of NBA teams have just been watching the whole Bulls like situation, us bringing in good guys. You know, I see a lot of NBA teams are impressed by our hires of Arturas, Mark Eversley. But the big question is what we're going to do with our head coaching position, and if Arturas does have full control like our owners have said. You know, I don't know, man. I mean, as the days go by, we're just sticking with Jim Boylen. It's hard to tell. I do still believe Arturas has full control. At least I hope so, because there's been a lot of rumors about the Bulls possibly keeping Jim Boylen and giving him like a fair chance or whatever you want to call it. If the second NBA bubble does happen, Jim Boylen will likely be our head coach for that. And like I said, a lot of people are just waiting to see if, you know, what we're going to do with our head coaching position. And I guess the rest of the NBA is just like us. We're just waiting to see what's going to happen with the Jim Boylen situation. And it's honestly sad that I'm even talking about this topic, because we literally pretty much overhauled our whole front office. And we brought in, you know, a bunch of new guys, a bunch of high respected people around the NBA. You know, they're really good with their players. They're really respected throughout the league. And it's honestly sad that we're already talking about this, about Arturas not having full control. And I understand that. But at the same time, you know, I don't know, man. It's just a tough situation. Because, we're just going to wait here and see if we keep Boylen or whatever? Because I'm sick of Arturas and everyone talking about it. I just need to see action. And I believe, you know, the final piece to having full control is firing Jim Boylen. Hopefully that comes soon, but who knows? I want you guys to let me know below the video if you guys think Arturas has full control or not, because there's been a lot of rumors about like our owners and John Paxson whispering in his ear, begging and like trying to keep Jim Boylen. And honestly, it's kind of working, I feel like. I don't understand why we're not firing Jim Boylen right now. Who knows, man? And the next topic in today's video is about the Chicago Bulls lead assistant, Chris Fleming. I didn't know this about Chris Fleming, but there's been a lot of like talk about him on Twitter, because he is interviewing for the Knicks head coaching position right now. And Chris Fleming was an assistant coach for Kenny Atkinson with the Brooklyn Nets last year. You know, they played really good, made the playoffs. They surprised a lot of people. And a lot of people gave Kenny Atkinson and Chris Fleming, you know, good credit for that. You know, Chris Fleming, he's supposed to be like really good with NBA players, you know, growing and developing them. And he's supposed to be like an offensive genius. But when I read that on Twitter, it kind of surprised me, because, I mean, the Bulls had the 29th ranked offense this season, and we actually averaged the 5th most wide open shots per game, and we hit them at the 9th worst rate in the NBA. So, I mean, maybe our offense was working, but our players just, I don't know, they don't believe in it, or they're just not good shooters around our team. I don't know. But the main thing that confuses me about this, you know, Arturas said that he wants Chris Fleming back with our coaching staff. He likes him. But if like another NBA team wants to interview one of our assistant coaches, they have to get permission. So I don't know why Arturas would give them permission to interview him if, you know, he's planning to keep him, unless he wants to completely overhaul the, you know, the whole head coaching roster. But who knows? There's been a lot of crazy talk about, you know, everything recently. So yeah, that's interesting to see that Arturas is giving other teams permission to interview our assistant coach. So who knows? Maybe he wants to, you know, give him a fair chance, or he's just a good guy, but I don't know. Hopefully the Chicago Bulls let him walk, and hopefully sign or hire a new head coach to bring in like his whole coaching staff to meet our players, because honestly, I don't understand what we're doing right now. We're just wasting time, I feel like. And the next topic in today's video is about Dave Bullwinkle. I don't know if I said that right. I'm sorry if I butchered that. But he was talking to Daniel Greenberg. He's a big Chicago Bulls and just Chicago-based news source on Twitter. He said that on a Zoom call that the Chicago Bulls' new front office has met with him and interviewed him, got to know him, and they have decided to keep him as a scout. He's been a scout with the Bulls for the last 15 years, so that's cool to see that Arturas is keeping him around as well. I just thought I'd throw that in there to keep you guys updated. And the final topic in today's video is, of course, about Otto Porter Jr. Of course, the Chicago Bulls traded for Otto last season, In those 15 games he played with us, he looked like he'd fit in. He fit in great. He was a great 3-and-D type player, and he was a good veteran to add to our young roster. Skip to this season, Otto was injured pretty much the whole season. And speaking of that injury, it was just a mess. His injury went from being out 1 week to 2 weeks, a month maybe, and then months and then out. That whole situation, our medical staff, whatever happened, who knows what happened behind closed doors, but it was just a total mess. The Bulls, we just don't have good communication throughout our whole organization and to our fan base. It's honestly just a mess. And of course, this offseason, whenever that starts, Otto Porter Jr. has a player option of $28.5 million for next season. He was a 3rd pick in the 2013 draft, and let's be honest, Otto is not that good. He's not a superstar in this league or just even a star. He's just a solid role player, I'd say. So him making $28 million is insane. There's no way he's going to decline that, especially in a very weak free agency class. And of course, with everything going around, that isn't helping. I saw that the NBA salaries that NBA teams can spend on free agents is supposed to go down for a couple seasons now, but who really knows? That's just rumors I've seen. But yeah, it does seem like Otto's going to accept that deal this offseason. But when Otto is healthy, he's a good 3-and-D type player. He's a good veteran, Even though when the NBA draft does, happen, whatever that is, I do hope the Bulls draft a young small forward to add to this roster. I feel like that's our one missing piece. We have good young talent in every position but the small forward position. Our 2 small forwards in Otto and Hutch, they're pretty much injury prone, and they're nothing too special, let's be honest. So yeah, currently right now, Otto and other players with options have until October 17th to make a call. I do expect Otto to, of course, accept that player option because he's not going to get $28 million from any other NBA team. That's just crazy talk. But yeah, if any other rumors about, the Chicago Bulls assistant Chris Fleming, getting the job with the Knicks come out, or about Arturas not having full power in our organization, and of course, when Otto Porter Jr. decides on his contract, I'll keep you guys updated. Thank you guys for watching this video and all the love recently on the channel and the videos. Make sure you like the video and leave any comments or questions you got for me below. I need to make a mailbag soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.